What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in a previous video we unboxed a Minisplit AC and now we're going to install it. So right here I already have a hole cut out that I used previously for a ventilation fan. So my plan is to build something to offset the head unit away from the wall, and we're going to run the line set down and through that since it's already there. Then outside, some material here. I have a wall mount, I have some cement and some pressure treated wood. We're going to build a frame to mount the wall mount on and mount the AC unit on that. That way it's off the ground. So I think to start, I'm going to go ahead and bring the inside unit out here and kind of get it all mocked up. We're going to build something to hold it, and that's it. I'm going to get that bolted on. And once I get all that done, I'm going to show you guys how I did it, kind of go over what we did. And yeah, so I guess the plan is just to stick it, I mean, probably right here, or maybe right here. I'm thinking maybe more right here just so it's more out the way. And I think it would look better. But at the same time right here, the line set can go straight down. So that might actually look better. But kind of undecided, probably put it right in the middle. I think that'll help cool the whole garage up a little bit better. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on it. All right, so we got the wall mount on. I really thought about putting it up there, but I wanna leave that shelf intact. So we're just gonna put it right here. It should still function for what I want it to do. And yeah, so I have the mount, it's mounted. We have a space away from the wall so the line set can run. And then on the unit itself, I'm gonna just cut right here and right here. I'm just gonna cut out a little bit of space right here. That way the lines can go straight down. I'm not gonna come out the side. I'm not gonna come out the back. That way it's just easier to get everything ran and mounted in the drain tube. I don't have to do something crazy with. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get those cut out. Show you guys once they're done. And then all we gotta do is wrap this. Then we're gonna install the communication cables, and then I'm gonna hang it on the wall. And that's gonna be it for the inside installation. That's literally how easy this is. Then what I need to do is connect the copper tubing to this side, run it out the wall, and see how far the tubing goes to where it can reach the outside unit, because my plan is to not have to coil any of it up. I'm just gonna use all of it. All right, guys, check it out. We got the unit kind of cut up. That works perfect. I wish they had a punch out like right here. You can punch this out to put the line set this way. I wish they did it at the bottom too, but that's okay. We just made our own with the hot knife. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and slap the communication wires on like I said before, and then hang it on the wall. All right, guys, so here's kind of what we came up with the line set. It's not totally finished yet, but I just kind of ran them loosely. I zip tied them up because I don't want to remove the caps until I go to completely evacuate and release the refrigerant. I'll show you guys the back side of this. So here's the vent I was telling you guys about. So it kind of just comes out, and then it's just going to run along this wall. And I'm going to build the outside unit stand probably right about here. So it's going to be off the ground, maybe 2 feet, and the unit's just going to sit right there. And I already have tons of space to kind of connect everything. I need to add another disconnect switch for that unit by itself and add its own circuit. So there's going to be some wiring involved, but not a big deal. But so far, really good. Like I said, it looks a lot better coming out of there than a random hole there. I still got to run the drain tube and the wiring, so I'm going to do that next. I think the drain tube's just going to come out maybe a foot and just dump right there. That should be fine. But just for right now, I'm just going to secure this to the house because we're not going to be able to install that for a few days, and I don't want this just sitting in the grass. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm not going to run the wire out or the drain hose out yet because it looks like it's going to rain some more. So that's going to do it for tonight. The next clip you guys see is going to be hopefully us installing the outside unit. So look forward to that. But as you can see, let me know what y'all think. Putting it in the middle of the wall, you think that's good? You think that's bad? Personally, I think it's going to work fine. I mean, I'm not going to be running it all the time in the garage anyways. And I do like it kind of low because it will be easy to service and keep clean, especially in a garage. Kind of important. And I think it'll be very easy to tidy all this up. But anyways, catch you guys in the next clip. Okay, it's the next day. Now we need to mount the ground unit. So I think this is going to be a multi-day process, but we're just going to start today. I'm going to go ahead and get this wall mount unboxed and kind of mock it up and show you guys what we're going to do with it. So there's the stand. The stand's really nice because it comes with the lag bolts and everything. I'm not going to be mounting this to my wall. I will show you guys exactly what we're doing. It's kind of hard to explain. But I do need to put the outside unit on this in order to get the spacing correct so we can start building the frame that I'm going to put this on. Then we got to go dig the holes and put Quikrete. So if I can get that somewhat done tonight, that way tomorrow when the concrete sets, we can go ahead and get the unit installed, wired up, and connected. So it's going to be kind of sloppy right now, but as it comes together, y'all see kind of the vision I have for it. I think it'll work out really well. So I'm going to take you guys now to the side of the house, put y'all on the tripod, and kind of time-lapse everything we're doing. Okay, so there you can see the outside unit sitting on its stand. So now I'm going to take a mark and mark here and here, take this thing back off because obviously it's going to be in the way. And yeah, it should work pretty good. Kind of interesting. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks for this mount on Amazon. So if that's the route you want to go, I mean, it seems like it'd be pretty simple. I just don't want to put holes in the side of the house more than I have to. So I think this is our area right here. You can see our line set's already been ran. We did all that last night. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of weed whack here and start laying out our materials. Okay, so I'm gonna give the unit 2 feet off the ground, plus 1 foot in the ground, and then I'm gonna go all the way up to the top of the bracket. So we ended up with 54 inches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get these cut, 2 pieces out of this 1 piece, and go from there. Nice and sloppy. I'm not doing crazy precise cuts here. Just I know what I gotta do to make it work. So. Okay, so here's our frame. So essentially the plan is I'm going to stand this up, put it in the ground with cement, and mount that to this about maybe a foot away from the house. So there's my grand scheme. What do you guys think? Also, these are still kind of ripe. They haven't dried yet, so I hope they don't warp terribly. Because when I built my fence, it warped really bad when I did the gate, so hopefully these don't do that. And yeah, now we're going to go throw it in the yard. So I'm thinking right here, I might go a tiny bit this way. I don't want to get too close to this unit, give itself plenty of space. And now I need to dig some holes, so I'm gonna go get my pulse hole digger and begin boring into the ground, throw some cement, make sure this is level, and that's all we can really do right now until the cement hardens up. All right, gang, got our holes dug. Those are probably deep enough, maybe not, but oh well, we're just gonna send it. So I'm gonna put a tiny bit of powder concrete in the bottom, shove this thing in there, and that's it. Start working the concrete around. Then I gotta level this, make sure it's all good. I think that's deep enough. We're just gonna send it. If it's not, we'll fix it later. And just remember, guys, this is not necessarily a how-to. This is how I'm doing it. So if you think this is all wrong or you could do it way better, I encourage you to do it your way. But this is just how I'm gonna do it, and I think we're gonna have pretty good results. Get this bucket of dirt. I always collect the dirt. You never know when you need some dirt. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna put you guys in the dirt. Nah, I don't want to ruin my tripod too much. All right, guys, here's what we ended up with. Pretty good. I got the cement all wetted up, so that should be good to go. Once this thing's set, I'm gonna take the bottom plank off. I might leave the top on, but not sure. It's unpressure treated, so I'll have to paint it. I'm gonna paint the whole thing anyways to make it look nicer. But yeah, that's it, guys. So once this all sets, probably tomorrow, we're actually gonna mount the wall mount on here, put the outside unit on here, and kind of start plumbing and wrapping this thing up and get it tested, hopefully. So that's gonna be in the next video clip. All right, guys, it's the next day. The concrete has set, and yeah, that's super solid. So next, I'm gonna get the wall mount bracket mounted on that, and then I'm gonna get the outside unit set down, everything gonna get bolted together, and then we're gonna begin the process of hooking the line set up. I still have to run the communication wire, and I have my torque wrench, I have a crow's foot socket for those, for the fittings, and that's it. We're gonna get everything connected, torqued down, then we're gonna do the pressure test and the vacuum. So once we get to that stage, I'll pick back up with you guys. All right, that looks pretty good. So that's how the unit's kind of sitting, if anyone's curious. Just gotta straighten it up a little bit. So yeah, I just gotta put the bolts on, and then we can start bending the lines and continue from there. All right, guys, so we got the line set torqued down. I did put some 9-log blue on it because I had it. I didn't use it on any of the other systems I've had, and I haven't had any leaks, but we went ahead and used it. I kind of wish the line set was a little longer right here to fold it neater against the house, but I'm not too worried about it. This is obviously the unfinished phase, so we will go back and wrap all this up and make it look all nice. We're pressurizing the system now. I don't have any nitrogen, but I do have argon because I weld a lot, so this is a way more expensive way to pressure test your system, but that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to put it to probably 200 psi. I see a lot of guys go to 300, but I'm just going to go to 200, and I'm going to use some leak detecting spray. We're going to spray the joints out here. We're going to spray the connections on the inside, make sure we don't have any bubbles. Then we're going to come back out here, evacuate the system, pull a vacuum for about 20 minutes, and if all that goes good, then we're going to release the gas. All right, so here's the leak detecting stuff we're going to be using. I got it on Amazon. Yeah, I don't think you have to use this stuff, but I figured if I'm going to do it like this, I might as well, you know, spend a little extra dollars and get some good stuff. That's it. Now we're just checking for bubbles. I don't see any. I don't know if it's going to make a massive bubble or something if there is a leak, but I don't see nothing yet. Nope, looks good. All right, let's go check the inside unit. Okay, it actually says here you spray it and you wait 5 to 30 minutes. Micro leaks will develop and appear as white foam cocoons or tiny bubble clusters. So I'm gonna let it sit for, I guess, 30 minutes. Give it the full amount of time to do its thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna let this stuff sit. I'm gonna clean up the access and I'll show you guys if I get any bubbles. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we got the mini split all set up. I do want to paint this, and I do want to put some more line wrap on the hose, and I'm also 3D printing some hooks to support the line set, because right now it's just kind of zip tied to this thing, which seems to be okay. The drain hose is kind of just thrown out right there, and I do want to foam seal that hole. But other than that, this thing's completely done. I'm just going to finish the wiring up so I have a disconnect switch as per the code. And the nice thing about this disconnect switch is it's fused. So I also have, so I got the switch. We also got little end deals. I got some conduit. I'm gonna use 12-2 wire, a little overkill, but rather big, too big and too small. And then we got the fuse. So I'm gonna get all this installed. I'm probably gonna put the disconnect switch right here. And that's it. I'm just gonna, right now I have the wire going straight to the unit just to test everything. So I'm gonna open this back up, wire it correctly, and we should be good to go. And once that's all done and I have the line set all wrapped, I'll show you guys kind of the final product. And yeah, should be pretty much good to go on this thing. All right guys, check it out. We got our disconnect switch connected and running. It's all mounted, so that's good to go. We put some conduit on everything. I just still have to finish wrapping the line set, but I ran out of tape. And yeah, just got to get that little hook printed, and this thing is 100% good to go. So I have the main power running actually in the hose itself, because I'm gonna wire it in such a way to where I can run it on my inverter, or I can run it off the grid. So that's why it's not just going straight into the wall. So that's it. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty good. I tried my best to make it look neat. I am probably gonna end up trimming the legs, shorten those up, maybe take those 2x4s off the back, shorten the sides up, and then just paint it, and this thing should be good to go. I think it looks really nice. It looks really clean. Not bad for a little DIY install, and that's it guys. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I'm really happy with the AC garage unit. Once I get it running, I'll show you guys it running. Like I said, so you guys can see the AC is on, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it is super worth to have this in the garage. This is a 9,000 BTU unit, and this garage is not that big. It's not super well insulated, but just due to the fact that the unit dehumidifies, that alone makes a huge difference. So the unit is on right now. I'll take you guys to the outside, show you guys the outside unit, and we can wrap this video up. Here's where I mounted the remote if anyone's curious, and this is what the Della remote unit looks like. This is actually different than the other 2 units I have that have similar remotes, so kind of interesting. I just put it right there. And there it is guys, completely fully operational. So I'm super happy with the install. Don't be afraid to try to do this yourself. I think this looks perfectly fine. Some people would say this looks like crap, but the goal here is just to cool the garage down. All I had to do is pay for the unit. It's installed, it's working perfect, and I'm super happy with the results. I think it'll be very easy to service. As you can hear, the units are quiet. That's what's super awesome about mini splits. As y'all know from our other videos, I love mini splits. Anyways, If you made it this far, y'all are awesome. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you have questions on your own install, just drop them below and I will do my very best to answer them. I try my very best to be useful to you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video.